You are not the victim of fate. You are its student, its sculptor, and eventually its master. Each hardship you face, each loss, each betrayal, each moment when the world turns its back on you, these are not curses. They are the chisel and hammer. They shape the granite of your character. They polish your will into a blade that can cut through doubt, fear, and illusion. What is a storm to the mountain? It rages, yes. It howls and strikes and tries to bend the peaks with fury, but the mountain remains unmoved, not because it does not feel, but because it is grounded. So too must you become. People believe strength lies in domination, in triumph, in applause, but the Stoics taught otherwise. Strength lies in self-command, in meeting insult with silence, in greeting chaos with stillness, in facing death, yes, even death, with a calm gaze, a straight spine, and the quiet whisper, I am ready. Remember, no man can take from you your reason. No loss can touch your virtue. No collapse of fortune can tear away the sovereignty of your soul unless you allow it. Epictetus was born a slave, beaten and broken, but his mind, untouchable. He wrote nothing with his own hand, and yet his words echo centuries later, because he understood what matters is not what happens, but how you meet what happens. You too must become such a warrior of thought. The day may begin with setbacks. Let it. Accept everything, expect nothing, resist only the temptation to despair. For what breaks most people, the delay, the rejection, the humiliation, can forge you into something rare, a soul who answers insult with understanding, injury with endurance, and failure with fortitude. The wealth of the Stoics was not gold, but perspective. Seneca was the richest man in Rome, and yet he warned daily, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Your thoughts, if left untrained, become tyrants. They turn pain into panic and discomfort into despair. But if you seize them, interrogate them, tame them, then even the harshest day becomes manageable. Even suffering becomes meaningful. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of the known world, faced war, betrayal, disease, and grief. And still, he wrote to himself in the margins of power, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If a man burdened with empire can remain gentle, composed, and just, then what excuse do you have? So write your own philosophy, not with ink, but with action. Let your patience be a page, your discipline the sentence, your resolve the punctuation. Wake early, not because it is pleasant, but because it is right. Speak little, not because you lack thought, but because you've learned the wisdom of restraint. Forgive not because others deserve it, but because you deserve peace. To live well is to live deliberately. You will not find peace scrolling endlessly or running from discomfort. You will not find virtue in the approval of strangers or the accumulation of titles. Those are shadows, not substance. What endures is this, a soul unshaken by fortune, a spirit that greets success with humility and loss with perspective, a mind that sees every moment, even the painful ones, as a training ground for greatness. You are that mind, you are that soul, and when the trials come, and they will, you will not ask, why me? You will whisper, my teacher arrives. This is the path. It is not glamorous, it is not easy, but it is yours. And the further you walk it, the clearer your purpose becomes. So rise now, not in frenzy, but in clarity. Not to prove others wrong, but to prove yourself capable of serenity in motion. Do not wish away the burden. Strengthen your back. Do not curse the winter. Become the fire. For you are not here to be sheltered from life. You are here to be sharpened by it. Let the world do what it must, and let you do what is right. You were not made for comfort, but for courage. Let others chase ease. You were born for endurance. When others retreat at the first sign of resistance, you remain. When the winds of doubt howl and the skies turn dark, you are the steady flame that refuses to be extinguished. In every moment lies the choice to complain or to construct, to wallow or to rise, to react or to respond. Choose well, for these small decisions shape your destiny. Do not wait for perfect conditions. They may never come. Do not wait for approval. It is fleeting. Begin now. Begin with what you have, where you are. And in time, you will realize greatness was not found in some distant horizon, but in the quiet resolve to persist today. You are not alone. You walk the path of many who came before. Souls forged in hardship, polished by time, elevated by virtue. Walk with them, stand among them, live so that one day your example too becomes a light for those still lost in the dark. You wake up. This is not just a morning. It's the beginning of a new battle. You open your eyes, and that means you are alive. You breathe, and that means you're already ahead of those who gave up yesterday. You don't need to be perfect today. You need to be yourself. Be alive, move forward. Your weakness is not a reason to stop. It's a reason to become stronger. Remember what Michael Jordan said, "I've missed over and over again. That's why I succeed." Mistakes don't make you worse. They make you real. Steve Jobs once said, "The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." With every breath you gain strength. With every step, confidence. You don't have to be the best. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to show up. No one will fight for you. No one will live your life. Remember what Muhammad Ali said? "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." Every morning's like round one. You rise, you move forward, you feel the weight. That means you're alive. Elon Musk didn't sleep for nights to create the impossible. You can too, step by step. You don't need to have everything now. You need to keep going. Defeat is not the end. It's a lesson. Every no makes your yes stronger. Success doesn't come overnight. It's built breath by breath. Doubt will visit. Let it sit. Then rise anyway. You are more than yesterday's failures. You are the strength of your next attempt. Tony Robbins said, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." So decide. Decide to rise. Decide to fight. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to try. Your dreams are not foolish. They are the map to your purpose. Push when it's hard. Push when it's quiet. Push when no one sees. Serena Williams trained in silence. Victory followed noise. The pain you feel now, it's the process of greatness. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Create progress with what you have. Each second counts. Each breath is a step. Look in the mirror. That's your only competition. Rise, breathe, begin again. You are here, you are alive, you are able, and that is enough to begin. Action cures fear. Inaction feeds it. Move your body. Wake your soul. Your future starts now, this minute, this second. Kobe Bryant said, "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." Don't give up. Don't let go. Hold the line. Climb the hill. Discomfort is the currency of growth. Sweat is the price of change. You won't feel ready. That's normal. Do it anyway. Each effort compounds. Each failure teaches. Be the one who stays. Be the one who shows up, not because it's easy, because it matters. Progress is not always visible, but it's always real. Be patient. Be persistent. Be proud. You are not alone. Billions wake with doubt. Champions act despite it. You are not your past. You are not your thoughts. You are your actions. You are your persistence. Step forward now, and the day will follow. Every sunrise brings a decision. Will you rise, or will you repeat? Your choice defines your future. Discipline is freedom. Comfort is a cage. Choose freedom. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times, but he called them steps toward success. Take your next step. You don't need motivation. You need commitment. Motivation follows action. Pain is part of the path, but so is pride. Pride in showing up. Be ruthless with excuses. Be gentle with progress. Be relentless in your pursuit. You have survived storms before. You are the result of resilience and the proof of persistence. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "The mind is the limit. Break yours and break through." Your energy grows with use, so use it. Move now. Stand tall, even when your legs shake, especially then. Today is not just another day. It's the beginning of your rise. The world is waiting. Progress is personal. You don't need applause, just movement. J.K. Rowling was rejected over and over. Then she changed the world. Let rejection sharpen you. Let failure teach you. Let effort define you. You're not here to be average. You're here to be unstoppable. So move, worry less, do more, act now. Every minute wasted is a minute of power unclaimed. So claim it. This is your time. There will be voices. You can't ignore them. Answer with action. This moment is real. It's yours. Don't trade it for doubt. Your story is unwritten, but your hands hold the pen. Start writing. David Goggins said, "Suffering is the true test of life." Pass the test. No more delay, no more waiting, no more what-ifs. You are not weak. You are waking up, and warriors wake in silence. The sweat, the pain, the work. It matters. Your strength is not measured in comfort. It's measured in consistency. Act tired. Stay tired. Act strong. And strength comes. The fight is within. Every day, every breath, every decision. The ones who change their world are the ones who refuse to quit. That's you. You have breath in your lungs. You have time in your hands. You have no excuses. The mirror doesn't lie, but it reflects your choices. Choose power. Don't chase perfection. Chase progress. Every step counts. When it's hard, that's the signal, not to stop, but to begin. Hard means you're in the arena. Ray Lewis said, "Effort is between you and you. Give all of it. The sun rises for everyone, but only a few rise with it. You are one of them. Push through silence. Push through doubt. Push through the wall. It's not about feeling ready. It's about being willing to act anyway. You're not built for comfort. You're built for challenge. You're built for this. Look back only to see how far you've come. Look forward with fire. Look within with belief. You will be tired. You will be tested. You will keep going. You don't find purpose. You build it every day, brick by brick. Oprah was told no. She said yes to herself. So should you. No path is easy, but every step makes you stronger. Keep stepping. Write your name in effort. Sign your legacy in struggle. Stamp it in sweat. The mountain doesn't care, but it will move for those who climb. Start climbing. Your job today? Simple. Show up. Stay up. Rise up. Real winners don't talk. They do. Be the doer. Even the strongest feel fear. They just don't obey it. Neither do you. Every push-up, every run, every rep, is a vote for the future. Be the person you said you'd become, not yesterday, today. The gym is empty at dawn. That's where legends are made. In silence before the world wakes. Fear whispers, you roar. Let your action be louder. You've doubted before, and you kept going. So why stop now? Be your own hero. Be your own reminder. Be your own answer. When motivation fades, let habit drive you. Let grit carry you. Small victories stack. Small losses teach. Keep stacking. No one else will run for you. No one else will lift your dream. Do it yourself. There's no right time. There's only right now. Own it. Excuses are thieves. They steal your time, your strength, your purpose. Lock them out. If it matters, fight for it. If it's hard, it's worth it. If it's today, it's time. LeBron wakes before the sunrise. Why? Because greatness doesn't sleep in. Talent is nothing without work. Dreams are nothing without action. You know that. So act. Even on your worst day, you are better than you think. Keep showing up. What you feed grows. Feed the fire. Starve the fear. No applause today, just footsteps. That's enough. Not everyone will understand. That's okay. You're not doing this for them. This isn't about hype. It's about hustle. Real, raw, honest hustle. You don't owe the world answers. You owe it effort. Deliver. Now is your edge. This second, this breath. Use it. You're not here by accident. You're here because something inside refused to quit. Honor that voice. The grind doesn't shout. It whispers in the dark. Again, don't wait for lightning. Be the spark. Be the one who moves first. Every skipped excuse is a win. Every early alarm is a message. You still want it. Champions don't need comfort. They need clarity. And yours is burning through your chest. You weren't born for average. You were built for impact. You were made to leave a mark. You've failed before? Good. That means you're in the game. The ones still sleeping, they don't know what it means to wrestle with destiny before breakfast. One more rep, one more stride, one more breath with purpose. You don't need luck. You need consistency. And that's already in you. Every drop of sweat writes a sentence. Together, they write your story. So write it bold. People will doubt. Let them. You'll prove it with results. The mirror will catch up. But you move now. You decide who walks away stronger. This morning isn't just a reset. It's a reminder you're not done. You don't fear pain. You fear regret. And that's why you show up. The fire you feel, that's not pressure. That's potential trying to break free. Most won't. You will. That's what makes you different. Legends aren't found. They're forged. One choice at a time. So breathe deep, stand tall, and take the next step. Because today is yours. And you are ready. You've come too far to turn back. The pain you felt, it's not wasted. It's fuel. Use it. There will be noise. From others. From your mind. Silence it with effort, with action, with grit. Nobody hands out greatness. You earn it inch by inch. And today, that inch is yours to take. Every early morning, every late night, they're bricks. Lay them. Build the foundation. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your trainer. It sharpens, strengthens, prepares. You don't wait for opportunities. You create them right here, right now. This is more than fitness. It's life. It's ownership. Own the day. Own the challenge. Own who you're becoming. You're not just showing up. You're shaping a legacy. Each breath, each drop of sweat, a mark of purpose. Not someday. Not maybe. Now, this is your time. Today is not just another page in the calendar. It's a declaration of war against every excuse, every doubt, every reason to quit. You woke up today. That's already a victory. That heartbeat in your chest, it's a war drum, and it's calling you to rise. Think about Winston Churchill standing alone in 1940, facing the thunder of the Nazi war machine, his back against the wall, the fate of the free world teetering. "We shall fight on the beaches," he said, not as poetry, but as a promise, a pact with every soul who dared to resist. He didn't wait for better odds. He didn't ask the world to be fair. He knew that sometimes the only thing you have is your will, and that's enough. You have that same fire in you. Let the world doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them whisper behind your back. You keep marching. You keep swinging. You keep showing up. Because history doesn't remember the comfortable. It remembers the relentless. Muhammad Ali didn't become the greatest in the ring. He became the greatest every morning he ran before sunrise, every punch he threw in silence, every time he whispered to himself, "I am the greatest." Before anyone else believed it, he created his reality through discipline, through sacrifice, through belief so pure it lit up generations. And what about Nelson Mandela? 27 years in a prison cell, not a day, not a week, 27 years. But he didn't break. He didn't give in to bitterness. He emerged stronger, wiser, more dangerous, and he changed a nation. That's what you're capable of. Maybe your cage isn't made of bars. Maybe it's made of fear, of regret, of people who told you you can't. But a cage is still a cage, and you're the only one who can break the lock. Every time you choose to show up, when it's raining, when you're tired, when nobody claps, you're sharpening your blade. Every cold shower, every early morning, every no you say to the easy path, it's building you into something unbreakable. There's a reason diamonds are made under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. Pressure doesn't break the grates, it reveals them. Remember Kobe Bryant up at 4 a.m., sweating alone in the gym before the world even opened its eyes? That's Mamba mentality. That's not talent, that's obsession. You want success? Then you must become obsessed. Not casually interested, not motivated on Mondays. Obsessed. Obsession means you do it when you're tired, when you're bored, when no one's watching, when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. Because on the other side of that pain is power and freedom. Ask Harriet Tubman. She didn't stop after escaping. She went back again, and again, and again. Risked her life to pull others from the darkness. That's courage. That's legacy. That's the kind of energy that makes the universe take notice. You're not here to just survive. You're here to ignite. Let them underestimate you. Let them say you're too late, too weird, too unqualified. Good. Because then, when you rise, when you win, when you dominate, it won't be because they let you. It'll be because you refuse to quit. Elon Musk put every cent on the line with SpaceX. 3 failed launches. The 4th one, it worked. Barely. And it changed the future of space travel. He didn't make a comeback. He made history. Be willing to go broke for your dream. Be willing to be laughed at. Be willing to fail publicly. Because greatness never comes wrapped in approval. You think Abraham Lincoln didn't know failure? He lost 8 elections, had a nervous breakdown, but he kept going, and he became the president who held a fractured nation together because he refused to quit. The world isn't changed by perfect people. It's changed by persistent people. The ones who bleed for what they believe in, who'd rather die on their feet than live on their knees. Look in the mirror. That reflection, that's your ally. That's your army. No more waiting for the perfect plan. No more comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. Just movement, just progress, just the next damn step. Do what Theodore Roosevelt did. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. That's all it takes. The greatest revolution started with one step, one voice, one heart on fire. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't need a massive army to change the world. He had conviction, he had courage, and he walked forward anyway. You don't need the crowd. You need clarity. What do you want? Not what they told you to want. What burns in your chest? What dream keeps showing up in your sleep? Grab it. Don't ask permission. Don't ask, am I ready? You were born ready. You were born for this storm. Every scar you carry, that's proof you've been through hell and made it back. Every failure, that's a lesson, a gift, a sharpening of your blade. You're not starting from zero, you're starting from experience. And that means you're dangerous. The ones who've been broken and rebuilt, they're the ones who changed the game. Be like Genghis Khan, who rose from exile to rule an empire. Be like Joan of Arc, who led armies while still a teenager. Be like Rosa Parks, who made a revolution by simply refusing to move. Your story may not be written yet, but it's waiting. You are the author. You are the warrior. You are the storm. So walk into that gym. Open that laptop. Start that company. Make that call. Build that life. Don't wait. Don't pause. Don't ask, how long will it take? Ask, how far can I go if I never stop? Because the only limits that exist are the ones you accept. Tear them down. Light a fire in your soul so fierce that the world has no choice but to take notice. You are not here to tiptoe to your grave. You are here to leave a crater, like Alexander the Great, who wept because there were no more worlds to conquer. Aim that high. Push so hard that your past self wouldn't recognize your present strength. Let your story be one that inspires centuries. You have the time, you have the power, you have the breath. Make it count. The war is on, and you were born for battle. You're already in the fire. Now become the flame. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who wait for permission and those who take the hill. You're the one who takes the hill, bleeding, bruised, exhausted, but climbing anyway. Because somewhere deep inside you, a voice keeps whispering, I'm not done yet. You were not built to break. You were built to bend, stretch, and then snap back harder. When others collapse, you recalibrate. When others hide, you sharpen your vision. Look at every champion. They weren't born with gold medals in their hands. They were born with pain, setbacks, ridicule. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school varsity team. They told him he wasn't good enough. So what did he do? He locked himself in the gym. He became a machine. He made the game bow to his will. You must do the same. Let your failures educate you. Let your rejections fuel you. Let every no become the bricks you use to build your hell yes. Remember the Wright brothers. They had no funding, no degree in aeronautics, just vision, grit, and an obsession with flight. People laughed, and then they soared. That's what belief looks like, relentless, unshakable, unapologetic. When you believe hard enough, the world bends to meet you. But don't wait for the world. Move without applause. Win without a spotlight. Make silence your training ground. The work you do in the dark is what the world will admire in the light. There will be days when you want to quit. That's not weakness. That's human. But the greats, they feel the same fear and go anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the mastery of it. So when your legs shake, keep walking. When your hands tremble, keep building. When your voice cracks, keep speaking. Because every step forward is a strike against the doubt that wants you silent. It's not about speed. It's about direction. 1 inch forward every day is still progress. You're not racing anyone. You're carving your name into time. And when the time comes and the world finally turns to look, let them see someone forged in chaos, not crushed by it. Let them see scars and grit and fire. Because in a world addicted to easy, comfort, and shortcuts, be the anomaly. Be the one who does the hard thing every day without fail. That's where legacy is born. You are your only competition. Yesterday's version of you is the only person you must defeat. Be faster, be wiser, be kinder, be sharper. Raise your standards, not someday. Now, show up today like the future depends on it, because it does. Your dream is waiting on the other side of, I'll try one more time. Now go, and don't stop until history knows your name. When the storm rolls in and the skies turn black, most people run for cover, but not you. You step into the chaos because you've learned something most never will. Storms aren't obstacles, they're invitations. Invitations to rise, to fight, to discover what you're really made of. You've been underestimated before. People have looked at you and seen limits, but that's their vision, not yours. You see further. You feel deeper. You know something they don't, that your story is still being written, and this chapter is yours to command. Muhammad Ali once said, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. That's the mindset. That's the cost. And you're willing to pay it. Discomfort, you've made peace with it. Pain, it's just the price of transformation. Every rep, every early morning, every setback, they're bricks in the empire you're building. And while others wait for the right time, you create it.